So you know what's going on with you and Rooga? Because like I seen y'all relationship. It seemed like it was genuine. Like it seemed like he genuinely wanted to like fuck with you and help you in the same with you.
Yeah, yeah. That Rooga, that was my dog. You know, that was like my real brother. Like I didn't knew Rooga then that 10 years almost. You know, that was my real dog. Like that situation with that shit. Should I go into the whole thing?
I got some questions.
Should I go into the whole thing?
So yeah, you basically saying like, should you go like all the way into it? What you remember that?
Yeah, hell yeah. Fuck it. So the situation with me and Rooga, I had just came back from New York.
We just came back from New York.
We just come back from New York. As soon as I get back from New York, folks hit the line. He like, bro, I want you to come to this trip with me. I want you to come to this trip just so you can get out the city and shit, so you don't be out here like having idle time, just moving around and shit, getting into trouble and shit. He like, I want you to come OT with me out the BM. With Big Boogie on phone them to come to Memphis with Big Boogie so we can go on stage with him and shit. So I'm like, I tell phone them, I'm like.
The little slick shit in like, but it's only one seat though. I only got one seat left on the bus. So.
Yeah, like can't nobody else come. Can't none of your homies come type shit. Can't none of the phone them come. Only you could come. It's only one seat on this bitch. So I'm like, I bet that's cool on for them. Now I asked for them. I'm like, we supposed to be going outside. We supposed to be going out of town to sign a deal in a couple of days. You know, I know I'm picking which deal I'm gonna take because I got like 4, 5 of them bitches on the table. So I'm like, we finna go OT. I'm like, should I even slide out there? For them tell me like, yeah, I ain't even really wasn't even finna go. I ain't really care about going. I asked for them, they like, yeah, shit, man, that shit only 2 days, man. Go ahead, go out there, folks. When you come back.
We did tell them though, like, folks don't need to be going nowhere by itself right now. Like, we could do that shit, but that one seat only shit, like, folks ain't moving like that right now. Especially not out of town, that shit over with. Like, if he ain't got the members with him, we don't even really want them doing that shit. But when we checked in with folks getting that.
I'm like, no, I'm gonna slide out there. That's for them, you know.
That's my brother, folks. I ain't gonna lie, like.
That's my brother. I don't need nobody around. I know folks we gonna make sure we straight. So for them wind up telling me like, yeah, slide out there. So I'm like, I bet I'm gonna slide out there. So I call him like, I'ma come. He like, you ain't gotta have no bread, none of that shit. Just come. I'ma pay for everything. This, that. I bet I'm gonna still come out there with some bread though on for them. So I call a nigga like that's my big brother on for them. I'm like I need some bread to go OT type shit. He I bet how much you need. I'm like I need 1,000. I'm like he like I bet. He like who you want me to send it to? I'm like you can send it to Rooga. So when I get out there with him, he can just give me that shit in cash. This before anything. This before we go on the trip. Anything. This happened in Chicago. I've been told him I'm gonna send you this bread, folks. So I tell him like I'm finna slide out there, but my big brother he gonna send you some bread so you can give me 1,000 when I get out there with you. I bet. Just tell him send that shit. I'm like I bet. So I wind up sliding and shit. I go with them on phone. Now we riding out there. We get out there. We go to the first show in Arkansas. We turn that bitch up on phone. Now the next day we go to Memphis. Now we got this show in Memphis. Then we supposed to leave that morning. So we go to the show in Memphis and shit. While we at the crib, I'm in the crib. I'm getting the shower and shit. Now folks had this Louis bag. I've been telling them like, let me see a Louis bag for one of my fits. But he was like, nah, he wearing that bitch. So I'm like, all right, cool. I'm in the room and shit. I get out the shower. Now I'm looking for phone because we supposed to go get our haircuts. Now they go get their haircuts. Now it's only me, Fede, and Devo. I think Devo in the crib or Trav. One of us on phone them. So I get out the shower. Now I see folks' bag laying on the bed on for them. Now I got my fit on. I go in the bathroom. I put that bitch on. I'm fixing that bitch. I slip my hand in that bitch. Now I feel folks' money in that bitch on for them. So I'm like, damn, I ain't gonna wear his bag. Folks got all his bread in that. So I zip that bitch back up, lay that bitch back on the bed. Now me and Fede just in the room chilling and shit on for them. Now we leave, folks them come back. Now we go to the show with Big Boogie now. We turn that bitch up. We come back. It's the next day. Now we leaving. We finna go back to the rack. Folks finna go back to Cali. I'm finna drive for them back to the rack on for them. Now we leaving. We on the E-way going to the airport. Now we stop and get some drinks for the drink and shit. For them pouring up and shit. Now they come back in the car. Now they arguing. Rooga in there telling Trav them, he telling Trav, Devo them, he man, you bitch ass nigga left all y'all money in the crib. Y'all got me out here paying for all this shit, and you niggas can't even buy no motherfucking cups. Y'all can't buy no ice, none of that shit. So I'm sitting in the driver's seat. Not even, I don't get no fuck, cause this the exact reason why I tell folks, send me the money out there. Like, even though this my brother, I know how niggas get, you know? Niggas will hang some shit over your head, it'll be some years later, nigga, remember I did this for you, remember I did that, I ain't into all that, you know? So that's the exact reason why I have my brother send the money out there before I even go with these niggas, on phone them. So picture, I send him 500 while we out there, he give me the 500. I send him another like 250, another 500, he give me the other 500 on phone them. So they do that shit in the car. Now Trav, get that. Man, you bitch ass nigga, you going off about a motherfucker not buying a cup or some ice. A motherfucker just took $1,500 from you. I'm driving though. I say, a motherfucker did what, gang? He man, a motherfucker just took $1,500 and his bitch ass ain't saying nothing about that. He look at me, I look at him, I'm motherfucker stole your money. He man, we don't even gotta talk about it, man. I don't even wanna fuck up the vibe. Man, the vibe fucked up already. I'm finna pull this bitch over in the parking lot and everybody in this bitch finna get naked in this bitch on phone. We finna find this money. Nah, fo, we ain't gotta do that, fo. Fo, you sound like a bitch right now, gang. On phone, these niggas stay in your crib, gang. These niggas, they live with you, fo. They live with your son, they live with your, they be with you, gang. These niggas know where all your money at. These niggas that steal $1,500 from you, they'll backdoor you. I'm saying this in front of all them in the car, gang. On phone, I'm like, let's pull this bitch over. Nah. I'm like, all right, bet that's your money, gang. On phone, you don't want to check these niggas, that's on you. Now we pull up to Dave & Buster's, we go in Dave & Buster's. Then we leave out Dave & Buster's, we get on the plane, on photo, I get back home, I drive them back home, I drive back home, I get in the crib, I wake up that morning at like 7 o'clock, I got hella messages in my phone. On Scrap, you took my money. On Brian, on my son, you took my money. You like my little brother, woo, woo. All you do is have to ask for that shit.
Well, you was just in a motherfucker face yesterday. Ain't had
I
none
do
of
gotta
that.
ask for that shit on L's, gang. Like this, I know this nigga like this, gang. Like I know this nigga like with no money in his pocket. Well, I got a link card in my pocket, and I'm finna go make sure me and you eat today, gang. On L, I'm the nigga that when you come to the city, you don't got no gun on you. On phone them, I'm that nigga that's gonna hop in the car to make sure that we protected. Now, I ain't doing no high speeds, folks. I ain't doing no high speeds, folks. If you get in here and we get pulled up, I'm gonna take my own way, gang. On phone them, I'm gonna make sure that me and you got a chance to live, though, instead of riding around the rack, 2 big ass skulls around this bitch and getting our ass knelt or something, folks. I'm that same nigga though, folks. I'm phone them, but I'm gonna steal. How much he stole? How much he said I stole? 1,000 or something. I gotta steal $1,500 while I'm in the middle of signing. How many multi-million-dollar deals on phone them? One deal worth $1.8 million. One other deal. I'm in the middle of doing all this right now, and I'm gonna pick the time to come steal from you while we going to the top. You know how I really feel about that shit? I really feel like niggas know I was finna kind of like blow past them. You know, like that energy that was behind folks it wasn't there no more, folks. So I feel like a nigga feel like I was finna blow past them, so they use that opportunity to try to discredit my name. You know. Like, you know, I ain't even talk to you, gang, on phone, man. I know you gonna watch this video, folks. You real life hurt a nigga with that shit, gang, on phone them, folks. But that's little shit on phone them.
Remind them, motherfucker, that shit. The lie he did, that shit. 8 months after Shorty was in jail already, that shit was weird, folks. Yeah, like a nigga know I'm locked down. I can't talk for myself, folks, but a nigga gonna have to stand on all that goofy cap and shit. Oh fuck.
On my soul.
So why did the fingers get pointed at you? Like, was it like?
Cause I'm the only nigga that's not in JHE, you know.
Yeah. That's in the drug.
That's really why the fingers got pointed at me, gang.
So it was like a question, like I asked the rest of them type shit.
Yeah, no, they blaming Flame. They blaming Flame from FBG. See, me and Flame, the two is like niggas. Flame just became JHE. So Rooga automatically probably get in his head. Fat A not gonna take the money. Trav not gonna take the money. Devo not gonna take the money. So either Flame or Fonzo got the money, gang. For them, they accusing Flame right before what? Right when I'm in jail. Flame try to call. He like tell Fonzo call me for. They down here accusing me of taking the money, gang. On phone them. When we was in the car, they tweaking with Flame. They not tweaking with me, gang. Cause niggas not gonna play in my face like that. On my father's grave, ain't nobody gonna play in my face like that. that they tweaking with Flame while we in the car, all them. They Flame, for you got folks money, but they really want to be directing all these questions to me, but niggas know not to play with me in that manner, you feel me? Or they probably did Flame, they probably felt like Flame really did take the shit. He asked Rooga, like, folks, Devo was like, folks, you took folks' money. Flame asked Rooga, you think I took your money, folks? Man, I don't know who took it. On Brian, I don't know who took it. But man, fuck that shit. For you stay saying fuck that shit, we could pull this bitch over and search everybody right now. If somebody took 1,500 in dubs, they got that shit on them right now, gang. We ain't did this much. We ain't did no shopping like that, gang. Somebody got that shit. Folks was ducking that shit on L. I don't know if he was scared of his niggas, but I don't know, folks.
So what happened where like it got talked about again like months later on live? Was it like something that happened in jail or something like that?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
In jail, folks called me like, shit, folks. Like, remind you, motherfucker done flew to Cali, motherfucker done been around, been trying to get over folks, like he been ducking that shit, like, then motherfucker called randomly out the blue, like, motherfucker ain't talked to fool in months, he just called randomly out the blue, like, yeah, what you on? I'm really thinking like that's some important shit, cause motherfucker don't call him motherfucker, you know? Man, I'm hearing from a motherfucker in the county, Fonzo, saying he robbed me.
He robbed me. Gang.
That's what the fuck you waste your day to call us about, bro?
Like 7 to 8 months later, this what you decide to call and talk about, gang, on phone number. So I get the news somebody said that shit, I'm gang. Out of the whole time I'm booked, so many niggas walked up to me in the county like, damn, you stole that money from Rooga. I'm thinking there's some shit that just happened between me and us on for them. And I damn that could have put it past me, cause bet this between brothers, we could get past this. I'm not gonna be speaking to no niggas I don't know about none of this shit, cause it's supposed to be my brother. If he stopped tweaking or whatever the case is, we gonna get this shit together. Why is it 10 different niggas from 10 different hoods walking up to me? Damn, that's how you gonna do Rooga. So this before the shit even blows. So now I start realizing that you out here putting it to the streets that I took money from you and that I'm not a righteous nigga and niggas shouldn't hang around me and shit. But I'm in jail right now, so I can't talk about none of this shit. Ain't nobody gonna hear from Fonzo in what the fuck really happened to none. But you could just be in the streets telling motherfuckers this shit. So folks get on his ass on phone number, folks. And that's when he went internet with that shit. When I told folks get on his ass, cause I'm like, out of all this time, out of 8 months, you gonna call and you still on the same bullshit. I really could have been got on dirt, folks.
That shit was so lame, like I said, folks. Like
I really could have been got on dirt, folks. Like,
yeah, it really could have been.
So that's basically like how you had got involved because you was like the voice for Fonzo while he was in jail.
Type shit, like, you know,
that's my dog, folks.
It ain't even the force of Fonzo, it's MW period.
We is M-Dubs. I just want y'all to understand we not a part of no side. On my dead, we is a part of MW.
Any nigga speaking on any motherfucker, it ain't have to be Fonzo. If you MW and a nigga out here publicly slandering the motherfucker, that shit gonna get spoken on for them, like, especially if it's a cap ass shit. You know,
and then this is my main thing. I'm not no bitch out here, gang. I don't gotta steal $1,500 from you. If I wanted that whole $10,000 in that bag, I would've took that $10,000 and go hop my ass on the plane and came back to the rack and been with my niggas, gang. I ain't never stole nothing from you a day in my life, gang, on for them. And it's been a lot of days where I ain't had nothing or you ain't had nothing in your pocket and I fed us or we got high on L's, like. I don't know, niggas be weird, folks.
Kanye done put something in the motherfucker. Nah.
In the TV.
So, was things like personal with you and him also, or was it more so you just not tolerating him speaking on?
Yeah, that's just all it was. You feel me? Like I said, for my
bad for y'all, cause y'all had a good relationship too, right?
Yeah, like
yeah.
We had records and got all type of shit, but that was just like. Yeah, folks, it wasn't no bad blood. Like I said, I just saw motherfuckers do some shit, and I ain't look at them in the same light no more on phone
For them, cause we can't respect no fool shit, gang. We too thorough for that shit, for we too righteous, gang. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, gang. Like, and this to all the viewers and everybody, folks. I don't got no problem with take accountability for none of my actions, gang. I was not raised no bitch nigga, gang. If I took $1,500 from him, I'd tell y'all on my soul, like, that ain't nothing. We get down on niggas our whole life, gang. We done did all type of shit our whole life. If I stole $1,500 from her, I'd be like, yeah, I stole $1,500 from Rooga for them. That relationship was time to be over with, folks. I wasn't in no predicament to have to steal no money, folks. And I'm not stealing from nobody I love or stealing, period, gang. On L, we take shit. We not into none of that bitch ass shit. Still $1,500.
So
fake ass jewelry.